What's up guys, Tamrakshan here. Honda's Hornet and X-Blade has now been updated to their BS-6 versions, and interestingly one of the update is a major one while the other is basically at the core. And that major update has happened with the Hornet, which is now Hornet 2.0, while the core update has happened with the X-Blade, which is now the X-Blade BS-6. So from the two, which one should you buy? Well, this video is to help you with that. Like all our comparison videos, we have divided this one into 5 factors, which are the design and build quality, specifications, ride quality and comfort, mileage and price. And let's start things with the first factor, which is the design and build quality. Here both these bikes are very aggressively styled ones. The new Hornet 2.0 has a more chunkier look compared to the new X-Blade, and also both does have different approach to styling. From the front, the X-Blade has the X-Blade's iconic robotic headlight, which is LED, and I do like this headlight's design. And also there is this windshield in the X-Blade, which does blend well. But with the Hornet 2.0, by default there isn't a windshield, and hence it has this naked Street Fighter look, which is actually striking because of the fierce looking LED headlight, and also the golden upside down fork suspension does add to the look. And even the front mudguard in the Hornet looks more sharper. And from the front, I do like the different design theme opted by both the bikes. And also I'm a fan of the headlights range and coverage from both these bikes. Being LED does give the upper hand, but then also the illumination angle must be properly done to get the best visibility. And you're in both the X-Blade and the Hornet 2.0, night rides are easy, but if you're looking for the first place holder from these two, well, it's the Hornet which has the slight advantage. But this advantage doesn't seem to happen when we check the handlebar. Both the bikes get the straight type handlebar, and also the switch controls offered in both the bikes are the exact same. In the left there is the pass light control, dim bright toggle, indicator control and horn in both the bikes, and in the right both of them have an engine kill switch, hazard toggle and self start switch. These are the right type of controls needed, and it's good Honda has offered the same in both these bikes. But when checking the instrument cluster, the X-Blade retains the old fully digital meter, which looks clean, and it also does show much needed info. But with the Hornet 2.0, the instrument cluster has been updated to a brand new, better looking one, which has excellent readability, and it also does show all the needed info. Then on checking the fuel tank, well, both the bikes get a massively sized tank with different type of cowl and also graphics. X-Blade, even though opting for the previous version tank structure, has got a new graphical theme, which is not very loud, but still it's attractive. But with the Hornet 2.0, things have again changed compared to the old version of the Hornet. Graphics has been toned down compared to the old Hornet, but compared with the X-Blade, it's a bolder one, and same is with the forward-leaning tank cowl. But here one thing that's similar with both the bikes is the tank capacity, which is 12 liters. Then about the seat used, well, the X-Blade has a single seat which is long and wide, while the Hornet 2.0 gets a split seat which matches well with the design of the Hornet 2.0. And now moving to the rear section of these bikes, well, here the X-Blade gets a T-shaped tail light, while the Hornet 2.0 has an X-shaped one. And also both these bikes have the split type grab bar, which is of different structure, and if you're wondering which one is the more comfortable one, well, it's the one in the Hornet 2.0. And also about the exhaust, well, the one I prefer the most is the stubby one used in the Hornet 2.0 over the round chrome dual outlet one seen in the X-Blade BS-6. And by the way, both the bikes get an undercowl, which is a neat add-on both based on functionality and also looks. And lastly, in the design side, well, about the indicators, I do prefer the sleek looking LED one used in the Hornet 2.0 over the simple regular one used in the X-Blade. So that's all about the design. And now about the build quality, well, both bikes have fiber body parts throughout, and here in both these bikes the fiber used is of really good quality and it does feel sturdy. The only thing that feels a bit flimsy is the undercowl used, but that's not a major thing. And about the rest of the body part, I think they're gonna age really well if you're not rough handling these bikes. Well, this factor was just to get a clear picture about both these bikes' design pattern, and here the choice is gonna vary based on individual preference. And I feel you shouldn't pick one just based on this factor. And hence let's move to the second factor, which is the specifications. This is the side-by-side engine spec sheet of both these bikes, and here as you can see, the Hornet 2.0 has a much more higher capacity engine, which is a 184.40cc engine, while the X-Blade BS-6 gets a 162.71cc engine. Well, both are air-cooled programmed fuel injection single-cylinder 4-stroke BS-6 standard engine, but here since the Hornet 2.0 has a higher capacity engine, it does generate a significantly higher output power and torque. So that's an advantage for the new Hornet 2.0, and actually that same upper hand can be noticed in the tires used. Hornet 2.0 gets the much more chunkier front and rear tire, and also the suspensions used in the Hornet 2.0 is the better one, in which the front is the USD fork and the rear is the monoshock one. While in the X-Blade, the front is the telescopic one and the rear is a monoshock one. Then about the brake options, well, the Hornet just has one variant, which is a single channel ABS option with front and rear pedal disc, while the X-Blade gets two options, in which the base variant has a front disc and a rear drum, while the top variant gets disc in both the front and rear, and actually both the models of the X-Blade get single channel ABS. And finally, this is the body dimension of both these bikes, and as you can see, the overall size is not very different, and surprisingly the weight is lesser in the Hornet 2.0, where it just weighs 142 kilograms, while the X-Blade can be 143 or 144 kilograms. And there is also one more surprise left, which is with the ground clearance, and it is better in the Hornet at 167 mm, while the X-Blades is at 160 mm. But then during my testing, even through the worst conditions, both the bike's underside was safe. So this factor has been mostly dominated by the Hornet 2.0, and now let's check the third factor, which is the ride quality and comfort, to figure out how much these numbers play a role in road. And yeah, let's start things with the big gun, which is the Hornet 2.0, and I must admit, I'm really impressed with what Honda has come up with. This new Hornet 2.0 is Honda's best offering as of now in this segment in terms of performance. The bike is very agile right from the first gear, and in the remaining 4 gears, the power evens out. This 5-speed gearbox used here is a good one with much longer gear ratio than the old Hornet, and actually the gear shifts are smooth. And also the engine is perfectly tuned in such a manner so that it can be used for regular commutes and also for long rides. So it's like if you don't want to cruise, you can opt for a relaxing ride by doing quicker shifts, but then if you want the other way around, you can stretch that gear shifting pattern. And when I opted for the latter one, well then I could in fact easily cross the 100 km/h mark, and the best part is that the speed range I tested, which is from 0 to 110 km/h, the bike didn't show any engine stress or vibrations or disturbance from any body parts, and it's like I said, I totally enjoy the ride quality and performance. So when you do a comparison with a bike that offers this much, well for sure the X-Blade will only take the second spot. But here the second spot thing is actually not bad. In fact, the X-Blade does offer great ride quality and also performance for a 160cc bike. Here also the number of gears available is 5, and with this new X-Blade, I didn't experience any gear issues, and also the shifts were smooth. But then as expected, the gear issue is shorter than what we got from the Hornet 2.0. And here with the X-Blade BS-6, it does take a bit more time to touch the 100 km/h mark, and also in the 80 to 90 range, the speed gain is following a proper linear trend. And with the X-Blade, the best refinement was there for a speed range from 0 to 100 km/h, in which everything was smooth and vibration free. So here as expected, the ride quality and performance side is being taken by the Hornet 2.0, and the same thing happens with the ride control. In the Hornet 2.0, the seating posture is more closer to the handle, and it's like we are in a sweet spot for that quick flick. And since the handle does respond well, and also given the fact that the Hornet 2.0 is on the lighter side, this bike is a very easy to control one. Let it be in traffic or if you're trying to avoid a pothole, it's pretty simple with the Hornet 2.0. Now the X-Blade seating posture is not the same, and in fact it's not the upright one or not the aggressive one, and it's somewhere in the middle. It's a comfortable seating and the handle response is good, but then in this comparison it's only gonna take the second spot. But actually the X-Blade does pull things back with the seats used. Both the bikes have comfortable seating, but the better one is the single longer seat in the X-Blade, and that's applicable for both the pillion and the rider. But yeah, one thing I like to stress is that Honda has thought very well with the split seat offered in the Hornet 2.0, because this one is surely the better one you will find compared to split seat in other bikes. And also the suspension area is again really great with the Hornet 2.0. Now the USD front suspension are the best for higher speed and better stability, and yet this one along with monoshock rear suspension does offer even great comfort through rough riding conditions. And from the telescopic front and monoshock rear suspension used in the X-Blade, it's better at providing the utmost comfort in bad conditions and at moderate speed. Then moving to the safety side, here without doubt I can say the Hornet 2.0 is the safer of the two. And the reason I'm saying this is because the Hornet 2.0 even in wet condition has showed excellent stopping capability and also great stability too. That's all because of the chunkier and grippier tires and the good braking combo offered. Now the X-Blade also is good with braking, but here the more safer one is the dual disc variant, and with that variant during my testing in dry conditions, there wasn't any skid or heavy lift off. But in terms of cornering with the X-Blade, you can take sharp corners at a good pace, but again the Hornet 2.0 does have the upper hand. So overall in this factor, the Hornet 2.0 actually does stay on top, but that doesn't mean the X-Blade is not great. It's just that the Hornet 2.0 is better in this segment. But with all this good stuff from the new higher capacity engine, there is a sure place that you'll lose, and that's a fourth factor, which is the mileage. During our testing under mixed conditions, the Hornet 2.0 showed a mileage of approximately 45 km/L, while the X-Blade under almost the same conditions gave a mileage of approximately 58 km/L. So that's a healthy difference, but like always please note this is the mileage we got, and for you it might be different because mileage totally depends on riding conditions and riding pattern. Now to the last factor, which is the pricing. Well, this factor is also easy to guess one because here also the X-Blade has the upper hand because it's the cheaper bike of the two. This is the ex-showroom pricing of both these bikes, and as a bonus, if you're in Kollam, Kerala and you want to know the on-road pricing, or if you want to do a test ride, or maybe you want to do a booking, well, you can contact Vahini Honda Kollam. This comparison video was made possible because they provided us with the test ride units, but like always, this is not a paid or a sponsored review. Well, I guess that's everything. But before the verdict, I would like to touch one more thing, which is the seat height, and here for me, both these bikes' seat height was spot on. My legs were well planted in ground, and also I didn't face issues with the handlebar too. And for your reference, my height is 176 centimeters. So from all this, I guess the decision making thing should be easy for you. If you're looking to buy the bike with great mileage, lower cost, great ride quality and comfort, sharp looks, good safety and performance, and also a bit more advantage in the pillion seating, well then your pick should be the X-Blade BS-6. But if you're the person looking to get the best one in terms of performance, safety and stability with impressive ride quality and also pretty good ride comfort, and also you're not worried much about the mileage, well then without any doubt you should be checking the Hornet 2.0. And also with the Hornet 2.0, I'm gonna say it again, which is unlike other bikes in this segment, it does offer good comfort for the pillion too, even though here the X-Blade does have a slight upper hand. Well, that's all for this video guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, a like is much appreciated and a sub would be great. And lastly for me from the two, my personal pick is the new Hornet 2.0 and I would love to know which one is your choice. So please leave that in the comment section below and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye and always ride safe.